Hi everybody, and welcome to our Big Brother Over the Top recap show. If you guys want to see any of these shows back or any of the shows with the past house guests, you know where they are. They're over at yourrealityrecaps.com/BBOTT. Flashback times are at /BBOTT flashbacks, and 24/7 live feed updates are over at BBOTT live feeds on Twitter. Of course, if you want to help support our shows, check out our amazing video over at yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon Holiday, or just start all your Amazon shopping at yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. But really, watch the video. You can win an Alexa, an Echo, an Alexa. I'm surprised she hasn't said, I don't understand right now. Anyway, other ways you can help support our shows: become a patron. You get weekly patron-only shows, prize giveaways just for patrons, access to the patron-only Facebook group, and there won't be any reality recaps if you don't. Or you can make a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Or subscribe right here in You Now. Become a fan here, you can share the show here, or you can subscribe here to watch any of our shows back here that we do that aren't like this. All these shows I put on the website, but you guys know I do other just hanging out talking shows on You Now, and you can watch those back and get a lot of other cool stuff if you subscribe in You Now. All fun options. But now we must recap for a few. I must recap, let you know what you've missed, and then we will discuss what you all want to discuss. So let's start with where we last left off, and it would be with Danielle's eviction. Things turned black and white, that's racist, for Danielle when she was voted out of the house just a few Wednesday ago. 80 Wednesday ago, she was voted out of the house. And then Shelby, our good old Shelby, came along and she said, hey guys, guess what? There's no more America's noms and there's no more America's votes, so let's all have a party. Let's all have an HOH party. And they were like, oh my god, you know what we need to do at the HOH party? We need to ask questions about guys and girls. And then Big Brother was like, that sounds amazing. Let's make that the HOH comp. So yes, the HOH comp was everybody except Shelby had to guess questions about who got stuff more right, guys or girls, and then there were 5 pegs, and the pegs got fatter, and then they got smaller. And every time you got a question wrong, you had to take 1 step forward on said peg. I'm over here. I'm at the late night double feature picture show. Sorry. So, of course Jason got everyone wrong because basically he had to do this competition by himself, so he sucked at it. He fell. Well, actually, Justin fell first, which I didn't get a good screen grab of. Then Justin fell. Then, of course, Chrissy fell, leaving, as Sign and Knits just said on Twitter, leaving Pumpkin Spice Morgan to be the winner, which I love it. Now, there was a lot of controversy around this. Everybody kept saying, this comp was made for Morgan, this comp was made for Morgan, Morgan is a cheerleader, it's not fair. It's not fair because it's made for Morgan. Morgan made it for herself because she did and they did. But Justin did say he felt it was more meant for him because of his little feet. Justin, as a fellow gay, you're being broadcasted to a lot of people. And if Trump taught us anything, lil hands, lil feet, why you broadcasting it, buddy? Why you broadcasting it? Now, I completely disagree. I do not think this comp was made for Morgan. I do not know why anybody says it. There is no proof of it at all. It's not like she has some special magic ability to balance on poles. And I just want to say, insert all jokes here about Morgan on a pole. But I'm not going to go, and I'm not going to do any jokes about Morgan on a pole. Because that would be rude at this sensitive time in America. But what I will say is, and this is a moment, I don't know if you guys heard, there was a big chunk of the feeds missing the other night. And, you know, I have some connections. I was actually able to get a part of the missing feeds, and now I know why they were cut out. So what you missed was the celebration when Morgan won, and Shelby and Morgan started making out ferociously. Like, they just started going at it. Like, they were like, oh my God, I love you. It all happened, and I saw it. I mean, I couldn't get video. I could only get that screen grab, but it happened. Like, they were really happy. So, I mean, it was good. Like, it was good. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. Then earlier today, Justin got his care package by default. And then he's all like, thank you, America. Thank you, America. Hey, America, you know who's the best, America? America, you're the best for giving me this care package. I don't understand if these people understand the way these care packages work. Like, I forget if they know that if you've already won one, you can't win another one. Because Jason was like, I wonder why America didn't vote me that one. I tried. We couldn't get everyone on the same page. I tried. Putting that on the record. But he got it by default. Oh, and on that same point, I would like to also say, and this is across the board for all of them, Shelby, Morgan, and Jason, who are the 3 victims of the latest Twitter rumor mill, that Shelby and Morgan, everybody was saying, but yet no one could provide me with flashback times, was saying the GR told them all the details of the care package. And then yesterday, and again, no one could give me flashback times, everybody was like, Jason knows all the details of the care package. And now, as we learned after the care package reveal, none of them knew any of the details of the care package. So, can we put that one to bed? Can we put that one to bed on Twitter? That Twitter rumor? Let's put that one to bed. How do I know? Well, because Shelby did read the rules. Oh, she read them. She snuck them, she took them, and she read them. And then Big Brother was like, no, bitch. Big Brother was like, Shelby, that's annoying. So, yeah, she did. That didn't go well. It didn't really matter, but I thought it was interesting that she stole the clues and read them. So whatever. And Justin already did. True. Justin already did, like, yell them out to the house, so I don't think there was anything wrong with her reading them. But, okay, so now, if you missed it, what Justin, I can't wait till Justin leaves so I never have to mix up the names again. What Justin had to do for his American Care Package reveal, to win it, was to do walk a slack rope, which I don't know what a slack rope is, and maybe this is just one of those things where I'm going to be like on the couch and acting like, oh, this is so easy because I'm sitting on a couch, but it just didn't look hard. I don't know what I'm missing. I get it. It's a rope and it has some give to it. I'm missing what the hard part is. And the one in the backyard is like the little wire. I could see it being hard if it was like the little wire and your foot's gonna go on and off, like can like jiggle on the sides of it. In that case, I completely get it. But this slack line that he had was like the width of his foot. Like literally, this was the size, like the width of the line. All right, I might have over-exaggerated that a little bit, but I'm just saying, I don't know. It looked way too easy. He was able to do it tons of times. I think out of all the times he practiced it, he fell like 4 times. Like, it didn't really seem that hard. So then, and I shit you not, Justin is like, I'm gonna make something to eat. See you later. He practiced for all of 5 minutes and then was like, I'm gonna get a burger. It's, just Final Four. Now, granted, he really wasn't struggling with it. He was able to do it quite easily. I forget who did it. I think I want to say it was Big Brother Network tweeted out a really funny photo, and it was something like, until Justin comes back, and like the ground was filled with fire, and there was like laser sharks and meteor, like all down in there. It was all like fire and laser sharks and meteor. Like, that would have been fun. But I wanted Justin to win. And we're going to get into a minute why we need Justin to win after I tell you Justin won. Of course, Justin won. It couldn't have been any easier. So, this is, spoiler alert, hold on a minute. Yep, okay, I'm done reading the future. Here is what is going to happen now. So since Justin won the America's Care package, Morgan, as our HOH, will be putting up Chrissy and Jason. That is what is going to happen on Sunday. Now, this is why Justin, we're almost done with our recap, this is why Justin was the great choice here, because now we believe, and Big Brother could change this, but we believe that Justin is going to be allowed to play in POV now. So that means as long as Justin, Chrissy, or Jason win this POV on Monday, Shelby is the only option for replacement. So a lot of people were like, I don't understand why we want Justin to win this. We want Justin to win it because then Shelby's the only option. If Justin had lost this, and then let's say Jason and Chrissy are on the block and Jason pulls himself off, then Justin just could go up. Now, the only option for someone to go up is Shelby. So only Mr. Us to win. Oh, it's almost like Big Brother already figured this out. And I'm sorry, plastic fans. You're on the wrong end of the teeter-totter. See, like, we were fucked last week. You're getting fucked this week. Didn't matter. I knew Morgan was winning that HOH earlier. I knew she was winning it. And I went, good. Win it. Because then one of your asses are going home this week. Enjoy! So, okay, nope, there is still a chance Shelby or Morgan could win this POV. I wouldn't bet on it. As sure as I was Morgan was going to be the one to win the HOH this week, I'm that confident that a misfit is winning this POV. It'll probably be POV. Things the misfits whispered to each other when no plastics were around. That's probably what the comp's gonna be. Get ready. Now, I would like to point out two other things. Jason basically did it. People are saying, no, he didn't do it. I guess I blinked or something, but Jason, to me, looked like he did it on his first try, and then, like, he fell forward onto the mat, so he was on the mat. But apparently, I'm being told, no, he didn't. His foot touched something that I wasn't allowed to touch. Anyway, looked to me like Jason did it on his first try. Morgan took a tumble. Morgan said, not so much. She ate grass fault, is what I'm saying. She ate grass fault, that little Morgan. Which I never laugh when people fall. I never find it funny. I really don't laugh. I was just reporting it for the people that were going to care that it happened, but I always hate when people fall, and I never find it funny, because I know that falling hurts you. Now, I will also say this. Last point on the recap is, for all the people worried that something could happen this week, and maybe Shelby or Morgan wins this POV, well, then I say, don't worry, Jason. Don't worry, little buddy. If that happens, Paris is calling. Production ain't letting Jason go anywhere before finale. Trust me. Okay, so now you are caught up. You are literally up to moments ago. That all has just happened moments ago. We are now current on the live feeds, except for the one hot button I need a new thing. I need a new sign. I want a little button that comes up. I want to be able to fake push the button, and I want it to go hot button alert, hot button alert, hot button alert, hot button, hot topic. That's like Barbara Walters, right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. So, here is your controversial moment from the feeds last night, which has caused quite a stir on Twitter today. So basically, Justin and Chrissy and Jason were all hanging out and all talking about the different types of people that play Big Brother and who get cast and who don't get cast. And Jason was saying how, it's the people that don't have to struggle in life. They kind of do better at this game than the people who it's like their whole life that the money would change their whole lives. I often don't do as well in this game. P.S. I disagree with that. Whatever. So then the topic came up of like gay people. And Justin said that he doesn't really like feminine gay people. And that he likes Jason because Jason is just the right amount of gay for Justin. And Jason does stuff like burp and fart and stuff like that. So Justin is cool with Jason's amount of gayness, but if he was more feminine, then Justin wouldn't be able to handle that and can't be around it in real life. Which is interesting. Now, there was a lot of people that had a lot of backlash about this and felt that I was putting emotion on it when I was just stating what happened. I used no emoji. I didn't do I did none. I just put out there what the conversation was. Now, here is what I will say. I think there's a lot of people that think that. And I don't think that hating Justin for it is the right way to go. I think Justin just needs a little education when he gets out. I think Jason just needs to grow up a little bit more and to learn a little bit more, just to be educated on things a little bit more is all I'm saying. And I don't think you get that point through to someone like Justin by attacking him and calling him homophobic and all of those things. I think you get through to a person like Justin by explaining to him, hey, here's why that's like not cool to say and this and that. And then Justin cannot agree, but at least I think that's how people should handle it with Justin. I don't think people should be trying to want to kill. Like people like, I hope you die, Justin. Why do you want to kill him? You could just have a conversation, and then that could work too. I don't know why we're jumping to murder. I don't know why we're jumping to murder for. So, yeah, and I mean, and here's the last point, and then I'm going to talk about everything you guys want to talk about in the chat room. Here's my last point, because I saw a lot of people also saying, well, Jason didn't say anything, so if it doesn't bother Jason, I don't understand why other people are upset about this, because he's saying it to Jason, and Jason's the only one that has the right to be upset about it. To an extent, I do kind of agree with that logic, but here's the one thing that people are missing. Jason can't have a problem with it in a social game where your relationships with people can cost you the game. So Jason can't say to Justin, I'm highly offended that you would say that. I'm so glad that my amount of gayness is tolerable to you, and create a whole big problem. So a lot of people who are thinking like, oh, well, Jason's not standing up for anything, but he can't. It's a game. And not at all that this is the same thing, but I'm going to bring it back to BB-18, where it became Devon, or several of the girls feeling uncomfortable with Frank, and they couldn't say anything because it's a social game, and it's a catch-22. So it's kind of like the same exact thing. And I know that all of you already know how I feel about Justin. I feel Justin overall is a very immature person. I feel like if the girls in the house didn't flirt with him, didn't reciprocate what he was putting out, then all he could do was hate them. Like, the girls that liked him, he likes them. And the girls that were like, whoa, not interested, those are the ones he couldn't stand. So it just seems weird to me with Justin, but I just think 90% of his problem is that he's just really immature. And then I think the other 10% is he just needs to, like, learn about things. And that's all. And that's just my opinion. Just for what it's worth. That's all we were saying. He flips easily, says BB Princess. Yeah, he does. He flips easily, but I think he's going to stick with the Misfits now. Brethany wants to know, question, what would happen if Shelby won POV and used it on Jason or Chrissy? Who goes up? What a great question. So if Shelby won the POV, there is nobody that could go up. I mean, I know she wouldn't use it. It'd have to stay the same. As Ed Rizzo says, it would have to stay the same. But I wonder if there's like an official rule for that. Like, I wonder if there's official like clause for that. I mean, obviously there's nobody to pick from, so there's no one to pick from, and you can't just remove one person from the block, so is it just going to be like, stalemate? Stalemate. You don't get to use it. So, the only way it can be used, then, is if a Misfit wins it. The only way the POV gets used is if anybody but Shelby wins it. So Shelby winning POV doesn't even matter. I didn't even think, I mean, it matters because it stops Jason or Chrissy from getting off the block, but her win doesn't even matter. I mean, she doesn't need it for her game, but I'm just saying it's interesting. I totally wasn't considering that aspect of it. But yeah, I mean, also you got to keep in mind there's a new schedule, and I haven't updated the website yet. I will update the website when this show is over. But there is a new schedule out, and apparently there's some secret competition happening soon too. Like another secret competition that we can't know about. So who knows what that'll be. Question. What kind of comp do you think this upcoming POV will be, says Big Brother fan. Oh, you must have missed it when I was talking earlier. I think the POV is going to be called Things the Misfits Whispered in Silence When No Plastics Were Around. That's what the comp is going to be about. Things the Misfits whispered to each other when no plastics were around. I know she doesn't believe her, but I think she would still mention it to Jason, says RHDHM in the chat room, meaning the fact that Chrissy knows that Morgan and Alex are sisters, but, oh, robot? Okay, I will refresh. Hold on. The fact that Chrissy knows Alex and Morgan are sisters, and her not. I'm slowing it down, playback people who watch us live, because I'm waiting for it to unrobot for them. Okay, and we're back. Okay, I'm gonna make, you know what I'm gonna make? Total side note. I'm gonna make a little thing that pops up like right here. And we're going to test this. I'm going to do this for the next show. I'm going to make a little thing that pops up right here that goes, yes, we're purposely frozen. Wait a second. Waiting for you now to fix itself. And maybe it'll freeze on that. Okay, so what I was saying was, I forget now who said that in the chat room, but what they were saying was, Chrissy has not told Jason that Morgan told her that Alex was her sister. So here's the deal. Chrissy never believed it. I don't think that is Chrissy not trusting Jason. If she mentions it in her DRs tonight, then I will agree with you. It seems a little suspicious, but not even that suspicious. I honestly think in that house, you're getting so much information funneled at you nonstop that when you just hear like one little load of nonsense, it goes right out of your ear. But I also agree, it is kind of a big thing to be told and then not share with somebody else. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Are the ratings for Big Brother Over the Top good? We don't know, Bruce. They don't give us the rating scores. They don't tell us how people voted. They don't tell us what an actual thing is that we're voting for until after we vote for it. Who knows, Bruce? Nobody knows. Based on the fact that these house guests can't really break 5,000 Twitter followers, I'm gonna say probably not a lot. Weird she hasn't mentioned it. Yes, Bernadette, I agree with you. It is weird that she hasn't mentioned it. And the fact that she hasn't mentioned it to me means I think she's really forgotten about it. Why did they congratulate Shelby on the Final Four? Guys, you read way too much into stuff. You read way too much into stuff. Look, we are on the same page, basically, that the mirror thing seems suspicious. We're 1,000,000% on the same page that the care package rules were changed. That shit's true. Production saying to Shelby, congratulations on making it to Final Four when Morgan is the HOH is not this big leap of, oh my God, they're rigging it. Her best friend and only other person in the house is HOH. So obviously, they're just assuming Shelby is not her target this week. Ergo, she makes it to the Final Four. I don't think it's this big conspiracy over the DR said that to her. UTSA Jennifer said, it's like people think because the veto isn't on the schedule, it's some big conspiracy. Everybody's looking for every conspiracy now because of Shelby's mirror win, because of the care package rules being changed. We're all going to be looking for conspiracy theories now, but a little common sense will help you with a lot of them. A little common sense will help with a lot of them. Is Danny coming on your show? What do you think, Bernadette? Of course she's coming on this show. It'll most likely be Sunday night or Tuesday night. It's really up to her, whenever works best for her schedule. But she's just getting home. She needs to spend time with her kid. I'll allow it. And then once she's sorted all of that stuff out, then we'll work on getting her on the show. But give her a hot second to get settled back into her real life. By the way, thank you, Ali C, for the bars, BB Feed Watcher, Mama Patty, Izzy, and Love's 3 sons. Thank you all for the bars. That very much helps us out a lot. I want to see Otev veto. I want to see Otev veto. They said before BBOTT we would see it. I don't know, Bruce. I've never heard that. All I have ever heard is there won't be any competitions that involve rigs or rigging like there are in a regular Big Brother season. They specifically said there will not be any. Eric, I love that Danny was able to figure out the sister twist with Julie. Correct. Those of you who missed it now, I also would say she didn't figure it out. Julie said, if there were, siblings in the house, who do you think they would be? So, I mean, it's not like she figured it out. Julie asked her the question and then, she guessed it correctly. Number one. Number two, I also find it hysterical that a lot of places like the Hollywood Reporter are reporting Danielle wants Shelby to win and will be voting for Shelby as the winner of Big Brother. They just left out the part before that where she said, if Jason is not in the final 3. That's the key important part of that. If Jason isn't there, then she'll vote for Shelby, which So will I. Unless if Chrissy wins this POV and Chrissy wins the next HOH, then I would vote for Chrissy over Shelby, if Shelby somehow makes it there. But otherwise, my order of wanting people to win this game that are left in the house would be Jason, Shelby, Chrissy, Morgan, Justin. Ba-dum-bum. Why, says RJ Mitchell. Why what? So Eric, why won't you cover Big Brother Over the Top next year? Because I don't like America's influence. It's not fun. As I don't know if we've discussed this on a recorded show before. I will make it quick in case I did. But my feelings on this season of Big Brother is I like Big Brother to watch house guests play the game. That's what I like, and I feel this season was designed to take the worst of Twitter trolls and everything from the internet and just make the house guest their human puppets. It never mattered what you won, what you did. You were never playing your own game this season. You were just reacting to what America kept throwing at you. America, production, whoever. Either way, it wasn't enjoyable, and I have never, ever in the past 6 seasons of Big Brother that I have covered seen so many people argue, hate, and be so nasty on Twitter, because when you make those Twitter people feel and social media people feel that they are controlling in the game, they are a lot more invested and they are a lot more nasty, and it just wasn't fun. It killed everything that was fun for this season of Big Brother to me. And it seemed more so than anything, it was who has the bigger following, who can rally the most people to make happen what they want to happen outside of the game, versus putting any value on the actual game that the people are playing in the house. So, that being said, no, under these same rules, I would not cover Big Brother Over the Top next season. We would still have live feed updaters. There would still be some sort of like a blog or a something. Or hey, maybe John would say, you know what, I'll cover it. Or someone else would cover it. But will I be covering it? Nope. Not under these same rules. It's just not Big Brother. It's Big Brother now. Like now this week that we got rid of the America's Nom and we got rid of the America's Vote. Now it's kind of getting back to at least you got to win comps, and who the HOH wants to go has a chance to go. I mean, I guess not really. The care package is still involved, but you know what I'm saying? It's not the same. I don't like it. I'm allowed not to like it. I'm allowed not to like it. And in all honesty, if Jason wasn't playing, I don't know that I would have covered it as much as I covered it this season. Morgan or Shelby have to win veto. Correct. If Morgan or Shelby do not win veto, one of them is going home. And I don't know. Oh, God, again? Okay, hold on. If Morgan or Shelby... Hold on. We're waiting for our chat room. We're holding for the chat room. We're holding. This is our holding for the chat room show. Okay, I think we're back. Are we back? Better. Great. You should all go to the little comment section below, and you should just contact you now and let them know how, frustrating it is that keeps happening for all of you. Then maybe something will happen with it. So, correct, Shelby or Morgan has to win, or else Shelby is going home this week. And again, look at the pattern that has happened this entire season. It has been most of the time, the power switch flips flops back and forth. I mean, never in a season of Big Brother has the power flip-flopped back as consistently as this season. Conspiracy? I don't know. Point number one. Point number two, the most that has happened this season, like what has happened more than anything else, is that the person who is the HOH always seems to have to get rid of someone from their own side of the house. They never really get the person out from the other side of the house that they want to. It's always the person from their own side of the house. And I think that trend will continue this week. Which, by the way, really, really sucks. Because I really wanted Shelby to be in the final three. Great for Jason that it's not happening, but it sucks that Morgan is the last plastic standing. But that's always what happens. It's what I always complain about all the time. The people that are game players, the people that make the moves, the people that win the comps, the people that do the work, they're always the ones that go. And the people that are left sometimes at the end of the game are the Morgans. So, as somebody that respects the game of Big Brother, for me, it sucks to see that the last plastic standing was the least strategic one that did the least in the game. Congratulations on winning your standing on a pole comp. You did win that one. I'm not taking that away from you. You did win it. Good job on that one. Great job. And exactly how much work did Shelby do prior to Alex leaving? Honestly, she won competitions that kept her team safe. And prior to Alex winning, I agree with you, not that much. But without everything that Shelby did since Alex left, all the misfits, all the plastics would be gone. And look, I'm not saying I'm Team Plastic. I think you all know I'm not Team Plastic. I'm just saying if I took my emotion out of it, on paper, Shelby is one of the better players in the game right now. She just kind of is. I want Jason first and Chrissy second. At this point, that is what I want as well, because I have a feeling Shelby will go this week. Morgan didn't win the wall comp and took herself off. Morgan did win the wall comp and took herself off. Correct. Okay, so that's another win for Morgan. Okay, so Morgan won 2 competitions. So great for Morgan. I still don't feel like she did anything in this game. How confident are you that production wants and will push Jason into the final 3? I'm not confident. We're just throwing out theories. And Morgan had the sister twist to deal with all season. Correct. There's also that. That's why I don't think Morgan should be in the final 3. It's a shame not to appreciate good gameplay. Great point. She did more than Chrissy did, in my opinion, and I'm not a Morgan fan. I think here's what the difference is. I think Morgan is like a puppet or a tool, meaning I don't think any of us would say we think Morgan deserves the win in this game. I don't think any of us would say that. I think we're basing it on what did Morgan do for the people that we wanted to win the game. So like if you're a Plastics fan, like what did Morgan do to help Alex get further in the game or Shelby get further in the game or stuff like that? And I can't really think of anything except her winning this last HOH obviously just kept Shelby in the game. When I look at Chrissy, I think the same thing. And for me, I want Jason to win more than anybody else. And for me, if it was not for Chrissy, I don't know that Jason would still be in this game. Because I think she has done a really great job of reeling Justin in and keeping Justin level-headed. Because I think if there was no Chrissy, Justin would be guns blazing for Jason right now. And I think he would be more on the other side of the house. So, I mean, that's where I say, like, Morgan, I feel in a way is like a puppet of, and we're all going to value Morgan more or less based on what we feel she did for the people that we want to win, if that makes sense. Morgan made a liaison with Neely and got Chrissy to trust her until they voted Neely out. Oh, I don't think that's true at all. From watching the feeds, Chrissy never trusted Morgan ever and told the Misfits everything Morgan said. So I wouldn't say that was trusting her at all. Oh, wait, what is Wes saying? Wes is always very good with logic. It's horrible gameplay, though. Good for us and Jason, but horrible gameplay for her. Oh, 100%, Wes. 100%. Exactly what I said about Morgan in the way, like, being the puppet, and it's how we want to use Morgan to justify what we want. I feel the same exact way about Chrissy. I have said many times, I would never give Chrissy the win. Ever. I would never give Chrissy the win. And as a matter of fact, I take back what I said a minute ago. I think I would give Morgan the win over Chrissy. Because if Morgan won the wall comp and then Morgan got herself, so she got herself off the block from winning the wall comp, and now Morgan won this HOH, which kept Shelby in the game, I would have to really think about it. I can't just come up with that off the top of my head. No, we're on the same side, Eric. Yay! We always are on the same side, I feel like, Wes, because we're not like a Giselle that just says things to piss off the chat room. We are saying what we actually think based on gameplay and strategy, which is why I'm usually always on your side, Wes. And that's why I appreciate you. I hate the plastics, but Morgan is better than Chrissy. I would really have to think about it, but at the moment I feel like Morgan has more comp wins. So I want to say yes, but then I don't want to undervalue Chrissy's game. Actually, I do know what the tiebreaker is. Now that I'm thinking about it out loud, I know what the tiebreaker is. Morgan is not willing to give up her game for somebody else, and Chrissy is willing to give up her game for somebody else. That would have to be the tiebreaker. Ergo, if you're basing it on gameplay and gaming, which I would vote for if Jason was out of the game, I guess I would be giving it to Morgan. Sorry. And that sucks. But hey, on the plus side, that's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. Because you know what's gonna happen? Oh wait, that could happen. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna happen. As long as Jason makes it through this week, he won the game. All Jason has to do is make it through this week, and he won the game. No problem. Oh God, Wes with the facts. Why would Morgan have made it as far without Alex previously helping her through, though? Oh, look at Steffi throwing a wrench in the plan. Scott wanted her out, but Alex got in her ear. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. That's why I say it's hard to really give my final answer when I'm doing a show, because I can't stop talking, because that would be dead air, which means I don't really have time to process what I want to process. But I'll just say, based on the few facts that I've been given so far, that's how I kind of sort of feel. Good point. Lori R says, and Morgan played with a sibling protecting her. Okay, so Morgan Morgan playing. Okay, so this is the way that my brain logic works. So whereas I just said, what I just say about Chrissy? What was my Oh, Chrissy was willing to give up her game for somebody else was what I felt was like the tiebreaker between them. But now, that's a great point, Laurie, is Morgan had her sister protecting her the whole time. Now I feel like those two kind of cancel each other out. So now I'm kind of back in the middle again. It's like I see both sides. UTSA Jennifer says, I see both sides, but I still think Chrissy had more of a strategy. So do I, UTSA Jennifer. So do I. Chrissy all the way with better gameplay, says Puppy Glitter. Puppy Glitter. Is there second place money? We don't know. I'm pretty sure we don't know. There's been nothing at all official. Nothing official as far as I've seen that has said, oh, you have seen that? Where, UTSA Jennifer? Is it on the website? Whitney said there was. Website says 25K. If people are saying it's on the website, then I'll believe it. Chrissy is strategizing and campaigning to plastics, unlike Morgan, who is excluding herself from the Misfits. Another good point, Jet Setter. Another good point. Here's what we're going to do. When we get down to who the final three are, we have to do a show where we talk about like all of these points and we can like weigh all of the points against each other. Like, that is another great point. If we're going to say Chrissy is not good because she's willing to give up her game for Jason, do we value that more or less on the fact that Morgan is not willing to really game with the Misfits, but Chrissy was more willing to? But then I guess you could also say what constitutes gaming with them, because obviously they have their final four deal. But then let's be real. If Jason's in the final three, I'm not doing that. Then there's only one option. It's Jason, or do whatever the hell you want. Because get ready. I got a storm coming. Jason just gotta make it through this week. Just gotta. You know what'll be really funny? If Jason wins the money and then comes out of the house and is like, fuck you guys. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm taking my money, and fuck you, Big Brother, and fuck you, Eric, and fuck you, fans, and I'm leaving. Never talking to you guys again. Bye. It would be real. I would laugh. And be like, oh, that was a waste of 2 months. He would never. Never. But there's a part of me that would find that very funny. Oh. Giselle says, hopefully. You love him. Stop pretending like you don't love him. Uh, oh my God, you're killing me with the suspense. If he doesn't make it past this week, I'm going to be most upset to not know what your plan is. Jody, I will tell you all what the plan is, maybe after POV, because I'm going to need all of your help. So basically, if Jason wins POV, I'll definitely tell you. If he does not win POV, I will tell you, on Wednesday. It's gonna be good. For some reason, I thought you weren't going to tell us. No, of course I'm going to tell you. Whatever help keeps Jason, I'm all in. Chrissy can keep protecting him. Right. And for me, I completely admit that I am biased in that way. Like, I love that Chrissy is keeping Jason safe. But that doesn't equate to good gameplay. And the same thing with Danielle. Danielle will be an amazing player if she ever gets to play this game again. Danielle, in a sense, but I mean, she's won a lot more, so not the same sort of a sense, but Danielle is very much like a Jason was. Like, or any player. I shouldn't even just say Jason. I should say any player their first go-round. Jason was go down with the ship and friendship and Meg and all of them and this means more than money. And then Jason went back to the real world. And that is why Jason is playing this game the way he's playing it this go round. Oh, for the love of God. Wait, let me give you a good freeze face. Ready? Oh, sorry, I forgot YouTube. Hi, everybody. Sorry. Normally I talk to you. Was it a good freeze face? Did I give you a good freeze face? I was going for a good freeze face. Was that good? Did I get a good freeze face? I was going for a good freeze face. And I totally forgot. If you guys don't know, anytime that it crashes here and I'm recording the show, I'm always talking and giving you guys little tidbits of extra information for the playback, except for that one when I totally forgot about the playback. Oh good, I can't wait to say it. Love the freeze face. Perfect. Okay, now what were we talking about? I feel like I was saying something that was so important and my words are just like a lifeline to people. And now I've forgotten what I was just saying. Danny loyalty, thank you. So Danielle was someone that was super duper loyal to the people in the game this time because it was her first go round. I would love to see Danielle play this game again where she don't make that mistake. I would love to see a Danielle split in the throat game the way Jason is doing. And by the way, which I forget maybe we did talk about, but in case we didn't, Jason's whole strategy of going up and making the deal with Shelby and Morgan with him and Danielle in order to make them be seen as a pair? Really? Sorry, YouTube. I'm gonna go one more time. YouTube. I'm gonna go one more time. One more time. We're doing it again. This is so much fun. Don't know if I mentioned it, but the complaint form is at the bottom of the page. You can fill out the contact form at the bottom of the page and complain to you now and let them know how much it sucks. Anyway, I would love to see Danielle play a more cutthroat game, is the moral and point of my story. And I also think it was brilliant the way that Jason sold him and Danielle as a package to Shelby and Morgan, knowing it keeps him tied to a bigger target and gets both of them on the block. I think that was some genius strategic gameplay by Jason. And coming off of a week where he probably made what I think is one of the worst moves that I have ever seen in any season of Big Brother, which was creating a fake alliance just for funsies. I was very happy to see him redeem himself with that brilliant strategy the final week. Right, that was that. Flitz says it was a big, huge mistake. It was very much a big, huge mistake. Jason being able to get more than one person in the game to fall on their sword is amazing. It is very amazing. It is. It's amazing. And that is definitely an argument that I think he needs to make. It is definitely an argument that I think that he needs to make. Jason had a huge brain fart with the fake five. Yes, he most definitely did. You don't hear robots in other shows. Oh, I do. I 100% do. And they're aware of it. When I talk to them, they tell me they're aware of it. They know that it happens in certain people's shows. And apparently enough people don't mention it being a problem. So it's not going to be fixed until more people start complaining about it. Jason should have been a cult leader. Interesting. All good people love Jason. Only bad people don't like him. What a great point, Scott. Scott, were you in the game? Scott? Is this Scott? Did you come out of Reddit hiding? Scotty Bumbalati? It's technology. Too many variables. Right. So what else from this week? Like I said, we basically know now Morgan's hands are tied. She doesn't really have a lot of options. She can't touch Justin. She's not going to touch Shelby. So obviously it is going to be Jason and Chrissy on the block. So the only thing that needs to happen is Jason, Chrissy, or Justin win this POV. And then Morgan is on the block with 2 misfits voting. So, I mean, what is Justin gonna do? You know, the best case scenario is Jason wins the POV. Best case scenario is Jason wins this POV. Not the end of the world if he doesn't, but I have a feeling Chrissy can rein Justin in. I think when deciding who to listen to at the end of the day, we have heard Justin in every single DR say, Chrissy has never lied to me, never betrayed me, has always had my back since day one. Chrissy, he listens to what she says over anybody else. So as long as Chrissy is not turning on Jason, and as of this moment she's not, Justin, I believe, will vote out Shelby at this point. But, I mean, we will see what happens. I also don't think there is any way that production is going to want Jason to go before finale. I just don't. So, in other words, I think Justin could be getting DR questions that are like, so, Justin, are you going to vote out Jason and have all of America hate you? Or are you going to keep Jason in the game and be the hero to America for sticking with your alliance since day one? What are you going to do, Justin? Okay, now make sure you phrase the question in your answer. Go. Do stuff like that. It'd be great if Jason can get the veto. I agree. It would. Chrissy hasn't really had a choice who she could have worked with. I think you said worked with. I kind of lost it. It flew away. I'm not sure what you said. Shelby told Morgan today that the plastics don't want Justin to win the challenge. I did hear that. Not sure if Morgan was just playing dumb. Oh, no. Morgan doesn't understand strategy. This goes back to what my original problem was with Morgan. She doesn't understand strategy. She only knows the strategy that other people tell her. So Shelby and Morgan were having the conversation together. So, yeah. It seemed interesting. He has to win veto. Correct. The only guaranteed safety Jason has is him winning this POV. That's it. Most evicted house guests say they would like Jason to win, even the ones that weren't on his side, which is really telling. Well, of course, because every single ex-house guest is always going to root for the returning house guest because they would hope that a returning house guest would root for them when they get their shot. Once you're in the family, you're in the family. And I don't think these people are that much considered in the family. I don't see a lot of television Big Brother players really reaching out to the OTT Big Brother players, which is sad to me, honestly. Morgan understands high kicks, says Jetstetter. Great point. Only Glenn. That's not true. Glenn has, Christine has, Johnny Mac has. Is Nicole in the family? Of course she is. I don't know any Big Brother players that say they don't like Nicole. Maybe... I'm not even going to say the two I think I've heard say something about it, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure people like Nicole. You can name a few that don't like Nicole? Who don't like Nicole? That's a Big Brother player. From this current season? Who? Like Natalie and James? Evil Dick? Okay, Evil Dick doesn't like anybody. Are we talking about past guesses? I don't know. Anyone. Oh, duh. Okay, Big Meech. Right. I'm sorry. Brain fart. Right. Obviously, Michelle does. But that is my... Now, I'm going to put my exception to the rule in with this one and say... I bet all of you... Well, you know what? Actually, I take it back. I was going to say I bet all of you that Nicole and Meech will be friends in the new year. 2017, Meech and Nicole are friends. But then I thought about it, and you're probably right. I take it back with Nicole. You're right. I will say, I'll rephrase and say, I think Big Brother players that respect the game and don't take things personally, the Big Brother players that see game as game, would all be supporting of each other. How about that? The people that think that Big Brother was real life and that the things that were said and done in the game are the worst ever and reflect every aspect of a person's character. Yeah, those people, you know, are drinking the poison and expecting the other person to die. And so they'll let it go. They ain't gonna be happy. She played twice, won once. No sort of hating will erase that. Exactly. Nicole's the winner, and she's the winner. That's it. That is it. Meech is gonna hold that grudge forever. Good. Good. Hold on to it, kiddo. Okay, so let me tell you guys all something really quickly that is very important and serious. And it is again to remind all of you, if you haven't checked out yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon holiday video, you want to check that out and share it because you can win an Echo if you do. Or just do any of your Amazon shopping, starting at the links on that page, or just type in yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon, or consider becoming a patron for your weekly private shows and the private Facebook group and the prizes, or consider doing a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Those are all great ways to help support our show and have us come back for Big Brother Canada. Now, I also want to say we are not going anywhere in the interim of this show ending and, the end of January. We still have stuff planned all through the end of January. When it gets to the end of January, it's a touch of a question mark at the moment. But become a patron, do PayPal donation, help keep us alive if you want us to keep doing shows at this point past January, and we'll let you guys know. But I will be back tomorrow at, where is our schedule? What is happening tomorrow? Which would be the weekend. Have not revealed. Well, that's not in effect anymore. I didn't update that schedule. Here's what I have to do. I have to put this show on the website. I have to update the schedules with the new times for finale week. So that's what I'm going to be working on. So we will do a show then, I guess, tomorrow at 7 p.m. It will not be with Danielle. I'm going to make sure you guys have at least 24 hours with Danielle. So since Danielle and I have not nailed down a time yet, I will say Danielle will not be tomorrow, which means it could either be Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. I personally am pushing more for Tuesday. We don't want to do it on Monday because that's going to be the epic POV battle, and it could be really long, and none of us are going to want to stop watching. So I'm kind of shooting for Sunday or Tuesday at this point. But I will let you know. Either way, I will be back tomorrow, the 19th, for another Big Brother recap show. The finale is on December 1st. And yes, I will be back again tonight. We have live DRs. I am just ending this show for the YouTube people now, but I will be back later tonight on YouNow, where we will just, I think, hang out during the live DRs. But let me end this for the YouTube people and say, bye, friends. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.